there, you gorgeous lot. My name's Charlotte White and I want to show you how to make something completely gorgeous for your Christmas table. I don't think any Christmas party is complete without a show-stopping cake to be the centrepiece for your celebration. And I'm going to talk you through making this cacao chocolate and ginger cake. It's got all the warming spice that you'd expect of a Christmas cake, but none of the traditional heavy fruit cake that many people aren't so fond of. This is chocolatey, made with very, very dark, beautiful cacao melts from Food Thoughts and cocoa powder as well. We've got ginger going in there. I'm also going to show you how to make ginger biscuits, which you can use on their own if you like. If you don't want to make the cake, you could just make the biscuits. They make a great gift and they're super easy to make. We're going to be making the perfect chocolate cheesecake frosting to go on the cake, and a little bit of a mess in the kitchen as we go, I should think. Join me, stick with me, you're going to make something really, really tasty. So to make our cacao chocolate and ginger cake, we're going to start off with some ingredients which we're going to melt and make something really, really gooey and sticky. So in my pan already I have unsalted butter and dark muscovado sugar. This is quite important. This is going to make your gingery cake really lovely and fudgy. I'm going to add to that some black treacle. It just goes so well with ginger. I'm then going to add in some water. This is just going to help everything melt together really, really nicely. And then the star of our show. We have 70% dark cacao melts from Food Thoughts. Now I'm going to put this on a medium-low heat until everything's nice and melted. Working with these cacao melts is a dream. They melt really easily, really quickly, and what you're left with is something really nice and smooth. The next job is to work on our dry ingredients. Now I have in my sieve half plain and half self-raising flour. I'm going to add to that just a little bit of bicarb to give it a bit of an extra help in rising. I'm only using half a teaspoon. And when we say half a teaspoon, we mean level. Don't forget to measure. Then, to make the cake really chocolatey, we're going to add some Food Thoughts cocoa powder and sieve that all in. Whenever you're making anything chocolatey, a pinch of salt really helps bring out the flavour. And because this is a ginger cake, we need to add some more ground ginger. Golden caster sugar. And stir that all together to combine. Next, some more wet ingredients. I've got in this jug some whole milk. And I'm going to add to that vegetable oil and then fork to combine. Add your jug of wet ingredients into the dry. And then it's in with the chocolate syrupy mix. Now you might be panicking at this point that this is a very liquid batter. Don't worry, think about brownies. They're really liquid when you pour them into the pan. And the more liquid your cake is when it goes in the oven, the more gooey and fudgy it's going to be when it comes out. So it doesn't take long for your batter to come together and you end up with this beautifully thick, chocolatey mess. It's now ready for the oven. So all you need to do is divide this between 3 8-inch cake tins, yes, 3, this is a big cake, and bake for about 45 to 50 minutes until it's lovely and cooked. Now it's time for the fun bit, putting the cake together. I love cake decorating and I will spend hours and hours on it, but I'm going to make this fairly quick for you to do at home if you don't want to spend hours on your cake. We've got our cream cheese cheesecake frosting that we made earlier, and I'm going to use this to fill the cake and also to cover the sides. Use a palette knife to push the frosting rather than spreading it like you were spreading toast. This way you won't pick up too many crumbs. It's much easier. Please don't forget to take off the greaseproof paper as you go. So now we're ready to cover the top and the sides. This really isn't as scary as it sounds. It's just a case of taking a good dollop of your frosting. Me in my happy place right now. A good dollop, more than you need. Maybe 3 good dollops. And then again, with your palette knife, push the frosting all over the top and off the edges. Work your way around the sides in the same way as you did with the top, just pushing the frosting around the cake until it's all nice and covered. Once you've been around your cake and it's covered, you'll want just to clean up the plate underneath. Once your cake's covered, it's ready for adorning with biscuits. So we've got our lovely little trees that we made, and getting these to stick to the cake is as easy as standing them up and pressing them gently against the side of your cake. I love these little biscuit trees. And then a few silver stars, just to give the cake a little bit of a magical feel. And there you have it, a show-stopping cake fit for any Christmas table. Hope you enjoy making these. The recipe is on the Food Thoughts website. I've been Charlotte White.